Mr. Chairman, Ranking Member Huffman, and distinguished members of the committee, thank you very much for holding this hearing today and inviting me to testify on my bill, the Water Recycling Acceleration Act. As your subcommittee knows well, the West continues to face severe drought conditions. In California, this has reignited generations-old disputes over our limited water resources. The answer to our drought challenges is not taking water from one group or region in order to benefit another. Instead, we should be looking at ways to generate new water sources which benefit all water users. When considering new sources, we should consider all options, including water recycling. Water recycling is a proven technology that has expanded water resources for millions of Americans. The Bureau of Reclamation currently supports water recycling projects through its Title 16 program, which funds the study and construction of projects that reclaim and reuse wastewater and naturally impaired ground and surface water. This program has had a record of success since its establishment in 1992, facilitating the production of hundreds of thousands of acre-feet of recycled water annually and leveraging $2.4 billion in non-federal funding. But while the program is strong, the project selection process under the Title 16 is broken. Currently, projects must be individually authorized by Congress before they can compete for program funding. Due to the earmark ban, authorizing new projects is nearly impossible. In fact, despite years of devastating drought, we haven't had a new Title 16 authorization since 2009. My bill would remove the requirement that projects funded under the Title 16 program must receive individual congressional authorization, thereby expanding the pool of water recycling projects the Bureau is able to consider. Because Title 16 is an oversubscribed program, we should be prioritizing the most beneficial and deserving projects. The best way to do this is to allow more projects to compete for funding. Additionally, my bill lays out a Title 16 program that is earmark-free and requires projects to meet comprehensive criteria in order to compete and qualify for funds. These criteria ensure that we are providing funding for projects that have multiple benefits and serve the needs of an entire region. This new way of distributing funding would facilitate a more competitive process that makes our federal water recycling infrastructure construction dollars go further. And it prioritizes projects in drought-stricken areas, which is critical given the current challenges facing the West. And the changes made by my bill do not require Congress to increase spending. Congress would continue to have complete control over the Title 16 appropriations allocation. These changes to Title 16 and the expansion of water recycling and reuse help us decouple the water's supply from unpredictable weather and precipitation conditions. By moving towards a sustainable water supply that is more resilient to drought, we can benefit all water users, whether urban, agricultural, or environmental. In Sacramento, we are exploring our own water recycling project. If built, this recycling project in Sacramento will provide the region with an opportunity to use wastewater in a more beneficial way. By piping reclaimed water to farms and habitat mitigation lands in the county, we can irrigate up to 18,000 acres of farmland and habitat. This would help our local farmers by providing them with a reliable water source that they can count on even during extreme drought. But it would also reduce our farmers' reliance on groundwater and replenish our aquifer. And by using recycled water for agriculture, more potable water would remain for urban uses. Importantly, this water would be affordable. In fact, as technologies continue to improve, the price of recycled water will continue to drop. In conclusion, we must continue to expand the role of recycling as we envision the future of our water resources. As our population grows, all types of water sources must be considered to ensure that the West continues to prosper. I ask that you consider supporting the Water Recycling Acceleration Act as it moves through your committee. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, members of the committee.